today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut this beautiful Boubou dress. I want you to pay close attention to all the details before we proceed to cutting this beautiful dress out. Now, the first thing you want to do is to place your Ankara like this. Then you are going to put your neck width of 3 inches and you go down by 1.5 inch on the sleeve hem like so before you connect. Now the depth of our neck for the back is going to be 1.5 inches. This is the back. I'm cutting the back first. We proceed to curve it like this. Then the next thing we want to do is to determine where our sleeve is going to be. In my case, I just went down by 12 inches. You can use 10, you can use 11. It varies. It depends on what you want. After that, I proceeded to put 14 inches, which is my hip divided by 4 plus 4 inches of ease allowance. So now it also varies too. You can make yours 3 inches of ease, you can make it 5. It depends on how big you want your boo to be. After doing that, you go in by 1 inch on that part and you connect it to the top of the sleeve like so. Now the next thing to do is to locate our waistline of 16 inches and you go in by 1.5 inch on your waistline and you are going to curve it from your armhole. I call it armhole. From your sleeve area, you are going to curve it into the waist, and from the waistline into your hip line. You can see the way I just did mine. Now the next thing to do is to cut it out like this, and you're going to set it aside before we proceed to cutting the front of the dress. Now one thing is, if you are going to be putting pockets, you are just going to go down by 3 inches or 2 inches from your waistline, and that is a perfect place for your pocket to be located. Then you are good to go. We set our back aside and we proceed to cut in the front. Now before you cut the front, you have to position it the same way you position your back, same length. Then if you pay attention to that style, you see that there is another different type of Ankara on the middle part. So we are going to take care of that before actually drafting our pattern. So in my case, I'm deducting 6 inches from the middle part like so. So I'm going to be deducting 6 inches, which I'm going to be replacing back with another pattern of Ankara. You go ahead and cut it like this. Please note that it is the same length as the back. It has to be the same, obviously. So now just take your new Ankara that you're introducing to the dress and place it on fold like so. And make sure it is a little wider than the initial, but we are still maintaining the same length. So you add 1 inch extra. This is going to make up for the seam allowance of joining it on both sides to the main bodies of the front. I hope you get that. Then after doing that, you want to proceed and cut it out, maintaining the same length, don't forget. So the next thing to do after cutting is to, this is me trying to show you guys how it is going to look. You take it to your sewing machine and join it together, and this is what we have. Now this is the best time to draft our pattern, but in order to save time, just place your back that you had already cut on the front piece like so, and you are going to cut it the exact way, using the same pattern that we had already drafted on the back. You place something on it and you're going to cut it out like so. But do not forget that this is our front and it has a v-neck. It has v-neck. But before taking care of the neck depth of the front, we first of all want to cut this pattern out. And don't forget to notch the pocket area too. Take your time while doing this. then you lock the pocket area. So the next thing now is to take care of our pockets. There could be anything, at least that center piece that we deducted the other time, it is useful now. So I cut my pocket out of it and the pocket is set. Now for the front neck depth, I plan to use 8.5 inches. I'm just going to connect it all the way down like so. Then we have our v-neck and you're going to cut it out. Now because we are not lining it, it is a boo-boo. Obviously we are going to be putting facing. The next thing now is to cut my facing. You can see what I am about to do. You put the fabric on fold and you align it with the one we are cutting the facing for, just the way I am doing. And you proceed to cut the exact same neck shape like so. And you cut it out like that. So that is the facing of our front piece. Next now is to cut the facing of our back piece. And please make sure you are using the same exact material for the facing. You don't want to be using something else. So you can be creative, whatever, just try and do something beautiful. That is all that matters. So we have the facing of our back too, and I think the next thing now is to, if you pay attention to the sleeve area, it has a little bit of turnover, though it is top stitched, but then there's still that other Ankara on the sleeve area. You can go back to check the style. So in my case, I've already measured the length of the sleeve we have there. Then I made the width 3 inches. So you proceed to cut the strip like that. The strip that you are going to use for your turnover, then you are going to top stitch on the right side. You are going to understand it by the time I upload the video of how to sew. You want to stay tuned, guys, so you are going to see the video of how to sew this beautiful style and you see the outcome after sewing it. So I think this marks the end of our video. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to see you in my next class. Do not forget to practice what you have learned. Let me know if this video was helpful. Bye.